That was terrible.
That was crap. That was garbage. This place sucks.
Overreaction Monday.
All right, Christopher, what do you have over there?
Hey,
what do you
guys.
got?
How's it going?
What do you have?
Tuesday. Hey, what's up? You know what, Rich? At full strength, the 49ers are the best team in the NFL.
I mean, you can make that argument. You know, at full strength, they're the best team in the NFL. I don't think that's an overreaction. And I know that the Eagles started the conversation off on this show today, saying that they're the best team in the NFL because they just beat the Chiefs and they're 9-1. That's the narrative coming out of it. 2 weeks from now, we'll see if this is an overreaction or not. Assuming and hopefully for them that they're full strength. You know, Hufanga is going to be out for the season. And the other thing that we know is completely full strength is the work staff here on the campus that we're on, because there's some dude who stopped in just literally the one. No, you could put on camera. I don't care. The one spot that he could be on camera to stop to text somebody, he has done so right over my right shoulder.
And the
there's somebody right there too.
Hey, there's a man right there. That's
Hold on
a
a
man
second.
right there.
Hold on a second.
The thing is, they can't see in here. That's funny, so they don't know.
Nice. Well done, Rich.
I feel better.
Well done.
What do you got over there,
The problem
Chris?
is there's like a room right
I
there.
understand.
You know what I mean?
It's their
where
workspace.
all
It's our
their
workspace.
stuff
And they
is,
can't see in either. That's
All
the
I'm
funny
saying is
thing.
that
Yeah,
when
they
we're
can't
full
see
strength,
in.
there's no better show than the Rich Eisen
Got
Show.
it. Got it. Got it.
All right, what do you got, Chris?
You know, I'm watching that game last night. I've been watching all the Eagles games this year. I have A.J. Brown in fantasy.
Yes.
Didn't love the one catch last night.
It didn't help me out in fantasy either, except for the fact I beat Murph anyway.
Hey.
Murph. That is so fun to say.
Murph. Oh, man. DeAndre Swift. He's been the best offseason acquisition in the league this year.
Let's think about it.
That dude has changed.
Hold on a second.
Their
Let's think
rushing
about
attack.
it. Let's think about it. Who else is there? The quarterbacks. Jimmy G, not so much. Derek Carr, not yet. Baker Mayfield's been good, but not yet.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, I mean, come on now.
Incomplete.
What else? DeAndre Hopkins. Who else? Odell Beckham. Who else? I think you're on it, pal. I mean, that draft night, we knew it too. We're sitting there in Kansas City. It's like DeAndre Swift has been traded for a fifth, and where is he going? Philadelphia. Like, okay.
Man. 690 yards rushing. By the way, don't
Dude,
even count week one. He had
been
one carry in week one. So since then,
awesome.
690 yards, 5 yards of carry, 200 yards receiving, 4 touchdowns.
Dude, everybody who drafted Rashad Penny also.
Right? Thought it was going to be Penny season. Not even close.
Well done. I'll say that's you're spot on there, pal.
He's been awesome.
What else you got?
You know, for the first time in 5 years.
Yes, sir.
The road to the Super Bowl in the AFC, not going through Arrowhead.
Okay. Dude, that's an overreaction. Everybody who's taking in the show right now, stay tuned for my take on the Chiefs coming out of the Monday Nighter at the top of the next hour. And if you're watching this segment back on our YouTube stream, or you're watching it maybe on the Roku channel collection page, just stay tuned to the top of the next hour.
This is actually a tweak. This wasn't even my original Chiefs
Because
take.
I'll just tell you now, okay?
The offense isn't good enough to win the Super Bowl.
I'll just give it to you right now. The Chiefs may wind up the end of this regular season 14-3. Talk to me then. So there's
win out?
that.
You're calling win out right now?
Yeah.
Just stay tuned for it. Now that you can call that an overreaction too. 13-4 may be their final record anyway if they don't win out. So everybody's just freaking out right now, hair on fire, or hands in the ice bin, you know. Kansas City Chiefs scissor hands. Everyone's freaking. Just take a beat. That's an overreaction. What else do you have over there, Chris?
Man.
Come on.
All right, TJ.
Just look at the schedule,
this is
which
for
we
you.
will at the top of in our next segment. What else, Chris?
TJ, you're welcome. Early Thanksgiving present.
Let's go.
Everybody's sleeping on the Cowboys as legit Super Bowl contenders.
Who's sleeping on them as legit Super Bowl contenders? Who's sleeping on them? Who's sleeping on
Who's
them?
talking about the Cowboys as making the Super Bowl?
I'm happy with that, though.
Eagles,
your damn act together.
Chiefs, Ravens,
Ravens,
49ers. That's all you hear.
Yep.
It's Dak's time.
Okay, so let me give you
The curse is lifted. Jerry Jones and Jimmy
see,
Johnson.
Dude, now you know he's being an
Kumbaya.
ass.
This was too good to be true.
By the way,
Going into the Ring of Honor. The curse is over. 30-year curse done. Dak bringing it home for the boys.
He's sounding like Kyle Brandt at a fifth-grade mixer.
I'm glad I didn't take the cheese
That's
right
fake.
there, Rich.
You're fake. You're being fake. He doesn't mean what he's saying right now. Don't worry about it.
I'll just say this, man. We beat two teams last 2 weeks that we should have beat up on. That's what we should have done.
No, but that's what the Cowboys have been having problems with.
Yeah.
This Thanksgiving game, with Washington coming in, having just lost to the Giants, this is exactly the Thanksgiving turkey that the Cowboys usually unfold for the country.
Spank-a-lanka 40 burger coming
They
on
should.
Thanksgiving.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it.
You're right,
And
though,
then there's
Rich.
Seattle. In 2 Sundays after Thanksgiving, we'll all be around the television sets, tuning in to NBC to see Philadelphia at Dallas. Rubber meets the road on this conversation. I think they're Super Bowl contenders right now, but let's just see how it plays out. For the moment, I'll say, okay, if you think people are sleeping on them, I'll buy it.
Well,
We're not
he
here.
doesn't think that. He was
This
just
guy's
being
got a grease
disrespectful.
board. You are being disrespectful.
What do you mean? Disrespectful.
What's more of an overreaction? What's more of an overreaction? That you think everybody's sleeping on the Cowboys, or that we think that you don't mean what you're saying?
The latter.
Okay. What else?
There's less pie.
Thank you.
Disrespectful to me.
There is less pie.
A couple days I will be.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Very good Thanksgiving drop.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, guys. It happened this morning by firing Matt Canada. The Steelers just saved their season.
Dude, by the way, on the Overreaction Monday podcast, he said the Steelers off the first subject out of the gate
First one.
was the Steelers' offensive woes will cost them a playoff spot. So
Yep.
to be consistent, now that Matt Canada
Gone.
was who
I said,
everybody
I was
believes
like-
is
I was
the
like,
reason
hey.
for the offensive woes, it's not the quarterback
right.
potentially still struggling to learn how to play the game. It's
Nope.
not because of anything else.
Right.
It's the offensive coordinator. Now that he's gone, they just saved their season. They're in the playoffs. So you're being consistent.
Consistent. That's what I said. Look, I said, the
Saved
Bills
their
showed you
season.
the way.
And I said yesterday, to
They
be
were-
consistent, it was an overreaction that their offensive woes would cost them a playoff spot because I think their defense is that good. They also, by the way, still have a shot. I know they're 2 behind the Ravens, but if they sweep them later on, if they beat them again, they would sweep the season series. They still have a shot at the division title. It doesn't look good. So I will just say that this is an overreaction because I thought that they were going to make the playoffs anyway. But I understand what
Now
you're saying.
now you're being consistent.
And Mike Tomlin said it was his decision and his decision alone.
Interesting, conflicting reports.
What else you
there.
got over there?
All right. Despite looking back against the Jets, schedule's too tough for the Bills to make the playoffs.
I would agree with it. I'd agree with it. And I understand how good they looked against the Jets. They're going into Philadelphia. That team with the grit and determination that we saw last night, what they did with Mahomes. Okay.
0 points in the
Look
second
out.
half. Rich.
Look out. That's all I'm saying. Look out. You know, the train whistles in Western New York will not be there in Philadelphia. So they're going to have to play a perfect game to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. And then after that, they've got the Dallas Cowboys at home, a visit out here to Los Angeles, you know, and then that last game at Miami.
Stuff.
Yeah. It's they're 6-5 though. I mean, who can they catch? They can catch the Steelers, maybe?
They could catch the Steelers.
Right.
Yeah.
It's possible, but I don't think this is an overreaction. I think that this is definitely a viable thought.
So Bills are 8th. You know, they're behind
I got
Pittsburgh 6-4, Houston 6-4,
I got it.
Cleveland 7-3.
I think Houston might, even if Houston loses to Jacksonville this weekend, I think Houston is definitely going to win more than they lose. I think it's going to be real tough for the Bills. What else, Chris?
Last one. Seahawks stumbling at the worst time. They're going to miss the playoffs. Geno banged up. Ken Walker
Can you
banged
put
up.
up the NFC standings, please? Here's why I don't believe in this, and I'll just say that that's an overreaction. Okay, they have 3 very difficult games coming up. See the step down, into sniffing it from the wild card. It's a Lulu. There are no 5-5 teams in the sniffing it category in the NFC like there is a whole slew in the AFC. They'd really have to fall and not be able to get total first alert here.
They play the 49ers.
I know twice. Wrapped
Coming
around
up.
a visit to Dallas.
That could be 3 straight losses
and I
right
get
there.
it. I get
Suddenly
it. So
they're
6 and 7, which put them in the sniffing at mosh pit with a whole bunch of these other ones that the problem is that they don't have a tiebreak against the Rams.
Packers get hot. Exactly. Rams get going.
I just think the
Falcons.
Seahawks overall are too good to fall out of. They're too good to fall out of 7. That's the reality of it. That's the math. So I'll call that an overreaction at present. And that's Overreaction Monday on a Tuesday. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.